Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Sorry about that camera thing. As soon as I hit the live button, I knocked the camera. So, yes. How is everyone today? I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Sorry for the motion sickness. Yes, so I'm batch painting again, and I've got a new light rig now. So, hopefully, the light is a lot better here. You can see a bit more clearly what's going on. And yeah, we're painting a lot of Skaven. Now, I've got music on in the background as well, which is a lot louder than I want it to be, so hopefully that won't impact too much. I really do have to get it configured so that you can hear the music as well, because that would just make life easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not really fussed about monetization either. Alright, I'm gonna try and turn this music down. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, much better, much better. So, yeah, surreal. What are you doing awake at this hour? It's 5 to 11 in the morning on our side of things, so, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm awake. I've been awake. I had a line today. I woke up at 7. That's crazy late for me. That's good. It's Christmas time. I'm allowed to have a bit of a lie-in. Ah, how is everyone? Did everyone have a good Christmas? That's the real question. Has everyone had good time, got what they wanted, saw their family, eaten way too much, probably drank too much as well? It seemed to go very fast this year for me. It was like over and done with, like just after I blinked. So I was like, oh, okay, that's over. Um, yeah. So, whoop, there goes the camera. I need to sort this out. 2 seconds. Stay. Stay. I think we're good there. Cool. Ah. You know what? That's the first time I've found a really comfortable position to do chin jack. I've got back support. You can see what I'm doing. You can see the desk pretty well. This new rig's going to be good. We're going to be good. 2018. We're going to take over. Yeah. Yeah, so like Christmas went by super fast. Super fast for me. And yeah, it makes me realize how old I'm getting if things just go like, oh, time's going by really fast. You're like, yeah. Um, yeah. Don't like being old. Don't like being old. Not a fan. Okay. Right. I shall chat more in a second, 2 secs. Mark Dew has replied to your comment. Yeah, if any of you get a chance, go over to the Chilling Wargamers page and have a look at Mark Dewhurst's construction site. As far as I can tell, it is. It looks amazing. So yeah, if any of you want to, you've got a spare fight, go have a look. It's something incredible. Sorry, you had to hear me drinking there? Yeah. Yes, Cyril, the pendulous testicles. I don't even know what they are. Oh, I get it. Ugh. Oh, oh, that's a thought. How would you even think of something like that? What happens when you run? Ugh. Whack, whack, whack. Oh. Just be if you went up for a run, you come home crying. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, how good, how good. So, yeah, we're painting up a Skaven army because it's one of my to-do list for 2018 is something I want to achieve. So I want to sell some armies. I want to move them on to go to better homes, make myself a bit of cash, and yeah, clear some space. I want to finish at least 4 armies this year. That is the goal. 4 armies, I think, is a doable thing. See what sort of time frame I have. So I thought I'd make a bit of a start and try and get the Skaven done as much as I can while I have some free time. And yeah, once these are done, I'm probably going to move on to doing the custodies. Get them done. Then maybe I do want to get the Night Lords up and running again. That's one thing. I do want a 40k Night Lords army. So that might be a thing that has to happen. The Stormcast Eternals. I do want to get them up and running. I'll show you pictures. I was working on a few of them from the Shadespire set yesterday. I think they're looking rather tasty. Two seconds, I'm just finishing off this rat. Then we'll give it a whirl. It's the only downside I found with the grip holder thing. Actually, I haven't really tried this. Where's one of those doodads? Can I get it to do that? Will that work? Yeah, it kind of works. Kind of works. But how easy will that be to paint? That's the question. Surreal, they just keep getting lower and lower. Yes, I can imagine they do. Uh, uh, oh, wait till you sit on the toilet and they hit the cold water. Oh, dude. Uh, that will wake you up in the morning. I'm sure it will. Mm, that is a horrifying prospect. It really is. I'm still scared of the running aspect, if that's what happens. Hmm. It's proving a little bit fiddly, this. But I'm not touching the model, which I suppose is a plus. a little bit more difficult to get to. Whereas I could just do that. That does make life a lot easier. I found out a thing I've been doing recently, which is not very good for these shows and painting tutorials, as I start bringing it closer and closer to my face. And yeah, starts causing a bit of an issue. Whereas I need to kind of place it even further forward, like there. That might work a bit better. I feel really close to my desk. Ooh. See if I if I sit forward anymore, that moves the camera. Don't. Oh, have I lost its magical spot? There it is. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's the. Oh, that's what's doing it. I was wondering what was moving that. So, like, there's my chest. So, if I sit here, I should be all right. Broken minis. Hello. Yeah, GW thingy. Yeah. Surreal. So how many colors do you usually limit a color scheme for an army to? See, now that's tricky because I don't usually conform to the regular things. I usually at least say do a zenithal highlight, a base color, and whichever order you do this in, either a wash then a dry brush or a dry brush then a wash. This is like a skin tone thing. Then similar sort of thing for like the actual colors. Now with these skaven, it was a bit tricky because I want them associated with corn, so I kind of wanted reds, but they don't want them all to be uniform red colors and stuff like that. So I'm choosing a few different reds to go with it. Same kind of thing applies though, whereas I'll probably do a wash on it and then a dry brush again afterwards, or a highlight touch up sort of thing with different color reds. Then the problem is for skaven, they're brown, and kinds of browns like bleach bone, wood browns, stuff like that, which is kind of where it goes a bit. I mean, I'd probably say if you aim for about 5 different colors, maybe that's usually kind of a good thing. But you get put obviously shades and highlights on all of those colors, and then you get a massive range. That would probably be what I do. Broken Minis puts as many colors as it takes. That is very true. So, but I am in a pure batch painting mode of getting a lot of Skaven done because I would like to get this army off my bench. There's still more to build. I've still got some not storm vermin, storm fiends, whatever those rat ogres with guns and stuff are. I need to get some of those assembled. I need to build some of the machines. So whatever they have, like, what is the not doom wheel, the catapult thingy, and the warp lightning cannon, I think it is. I'm not sure. I need to get those assembled from the start collecting box set. I think there's some more plague monks as well in there, which I'll probably need to. In fact, I probably do need to open that box at some point. Unless I've done it already. I don't think I have. I've not done the war machine, so I know that much. So yeah, that's That's on the cards of what I need to get done with the skaven. But I'd like it if I could get them done by the end of January, and then I can move on to something else. I do want to get the Stormcast sort of on the go because they're pretty cool. They're a unique thing. And yeah, Custodes need to get them done. There's some Ultramarines I need to get done for painting. Sorry, for selling on. So they're going to be on the hit list of things to do. Um, yeah, most models under the sun. I don't really have any commissions on at the moment. I do have a couple of things I need to do for Kilroy, which I started on and got some good progress with yesterday. So I just need to get a little bit more. So I'll show you just for sake of it. So this is some of the drop fleet commander stuff. And he said he wanted a dark red. Now I kind of thought, well, I have a dark red but have like accept like highlight points. So we've got like a oh god, stay there. Go on camera, focus in. There's nothing else to focus on. You are right next to it. So it's kind of dark red, and then you've got highlight points over here. Yeah, it's really rubbish, this camera. But I need to do these back bits. Let's see if I can find. There's that other one. This is one that's more assembled. So it's dark red, but you have highlight points just to pick it out. But I need to get these black bits in to kind of make this whole red bit stand out a lot more. But yeah, pretty cool models. Enjoying it. Ah. Broken broken minis. I painted 2 minis yesterday. How many are you working on? Um, just gonna say a lot. I think like over 50 or 60, I think at the moment. Uh how many do I do a day? That's a tricky question because I don't really finish any models in a day. I batch paint. So like yesterday was getting all the browns on them, um, all the metallics down on them. So today is getting the reds on them. And if I can get to a stage where I can wash them, but I might have to do the tails. Uh, and there's also wood and like bandages and stuff like that, like cloth teeth as well. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I get it to wash. The wash is kind of one of the last steps, to be fair. So yeah, hopefully we'll see where we get to. I want to get the reds on them. I do like Surreal's idea saying about doing grey ones and white mice. I have done some greyer ones, which are more this color. Some albino white ones, though, do seem like an interesting concept. Not sure where I'll get to do them, but I do have some plague monks still, and I've probably got some other clan rats lying around somewhere. So I may well do that, Surreal. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. Um, yeah, so it's how many I do a day, I don't know. A lot. There's quite a lot to do, but the thing is, I say I don't get a lot done in one day, but one day I will complete something like 70 odd models in a day because I will hit that point where they're all done. They just go onto their bases, and then, yeah, all their bases are done already, so I just need to drop them on. That was a tip from Sam from Wargamer Online, which is a very good tip. You just get all your bases done beforehand or separately, and then when they're ready, just drop the mini onto it, glue it on, and away you go. Um, but yes, Very interesting times. How many armies can you do in a year is the question. Have I got to that stage where I count the number of armies rather than the amount of models? That's a thought. Mm -mm -mm -mm. Do 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 do. White folk, pink eye. Yeah, I like the idea. The whole thing of elaborate army would be kind of cool. All albinos, albinos. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Pinky in the brain. Yes. Somebody else says I don't complete 70 models in a year. I know, I'm abnormal. Um, I'm not normal on that front, but it's the means to an end. Once I've done this lot, once I've got to the stage where I don't have armies to complete anymore, it's just minis to complete. That is what I want to do. That is what I strive to get to this year. I don't want an army that I need to do. Just want models that I need to do. And I know that kind of sounds like the same thing, but in the logic of it, I don't want to have an entire army sitting there that's not been touched. So that's the goal for 2018. Martin Warrior, hello, how are we? So yeah, what do you guys have goals for 2018? Anything in particular? So now, I had a thought. And this is into my psychology world of thinking of wargaming. So brace yourself on this. When when do you come to the conclusion if you're a YouTuber and a wargamer? When do you come to the conclusion this is going to be your job? I wonder. Is it a is it something you come round to after a long period of time? Is it something you strive for? Is it something that can be achieved? Can it be achieved that you do wargaming on YouTube as a living? I don't know. I don't know. There's the overwhelming pressure of responsibility of when you're an adult. Excuse me. Of are you able to pull it off? Can you afford to pay your bills? Can you afford to look after your family, etc., etc., etc.? So, is it a possibility? Is it a pipe dream for a lot of people? Will it ever be real? Now, the people like Mini Wargaming pretty much seem to have done it. Not the only ones. Beast of War, they seem to have done it as well. And it makes me wonder, can everyone do it? Can everyone do that? Or can it only be a select few? Because there's only a finite amount of money in the world. And there's only a finite amount of time. Now, time is the more important factor in this. Because if you watch a video, now, if that video is an hour long, that's an hour of your day gone watching that video. Granted, you could be doing other things at the same time, but that's an hour of your day. Now, if two channels release an hour long video, then that's 2 hours of your day gone to them and not going to someone else. So, can there? I was going to do a Highlander quote. There can only be one. And surprisingly enough, there's a Highlander game coming out. That's really cool. That's going to be really interesting. There's a Dark Crystal game as well. I've been watching Beast of War. That last weekend when Alessio was on there, it was just like, oh wow. So, back to our thought process. So, two companies release an hour-long video. It could only be half an hour video, but that's still an hour of your day gone. It's fine. Now, I don't know how many people I'm subscribed to on YouTube, but there's a few. There's a few. And I don't have a chance to watch them all. So I pick and choose which ones appeal to me. It might be the title, it might be the picture, it might just be I like that person's channel, so I prefer to watch it over that. Saturation's also a thing as well. So do they release a video every day? If so, is this going to be another unboxing or another thing of this? Is this something which I'm generally going to be interested in, or is this going to be something I'm not going to be interested in? Because now my time in my days become quite valuable. Because I've got all these channels subscribed to, and they're all releasing 15-minute videos. I can't watch all of them. So I now have to pick. So it's now creating a bit of a power struggle of who watches who. Now, you can be loyal to your channels, and that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Is that right? Morally, yes. But for your own interest, no. For example, back in the days when terrestrial TV was in effect, you have BBC One, BBC Two, ITV3, and Channel 4. Yeah, it used to be only 4 channels in England, and you'd flick through them all. And if nothing was on, you go outside and you do something else, or you do something else, play computer games or whatever. And that was your choice. You didn't have any other choice. You could put on a movie or something like that, that's fine. Yeah, your options were so much more limited. Now, your options these days are infinite, which is crazy. The children of this generation have got endless amounts of opportunity to try whatever they want, which is dangerous. Really dangerous, but also very inspiring. They can potentially achieve much more than we could because they can focus down a specific path that they want to, and they've got all the ammunition that they need to become better than us. The question is, are they going to use it? And the question is, what makes your YouTube videos appealing? That's a question. But before we go back into that, we'll go back to the chat and see what. we got? So Martin Laurie says, not sure why I'm here really. I've got to go to a friend's in like 5 minutes. So I want to get my Necrons to the point of at least being one of the top 10 largest Necron armies in the world. Very cool. That's an ambition. 2018, I'm starting a Nurgle army for AOS. Ooh, getting more into Necromunda. Other than that, not much else really. So that's a goal. When the YouTube check is bigger than the work check, yeah. I think it becomes your job when you can earn more money per hour than 9 to 5. Now that's a good point. And the question is it sustainable if YouTube changed their policy? That's the thing. You can start to live on YouTube money at about 100k subs. Yeah. Yeah. If you do a video a day, yes. Bazzy Lebowski, Paint Skaven as well. Nice. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Some YouTuber mini companies are backed up by a shop, yes, and a website as well. And I think that's the important thing. Mini Wargame and Beast will both have a website, and that's where they make more of their money. Hey Lebowski, Paint Albino Skaven, and we shall name them the Big Lebowski. Nice. I watch everything. I am the internet. Martin says, okay, gotta go. See you later, Martin. I remember when there were 3 channels on VHS. Yes. So I remember all phones had to be attached to the wall. Yes, very true. And there were no buttons. You had to use a rotary. Yes. Yeah. Interesting times it was. Very interesting times. Compared to what we've got now, it's incredible. It is just incredible. Going from an age where technology was just coming into being, and now my phone is more powerful than this computer that this is running on. The thing in my I would say my pocket, but it's over there at the moment, is potentially able to do some incredible things. I would imagine if I put enough effort into my phone and designed it properly, I could potentially start hacking websites, hacking people's systems, maybe even get into banks, become a world-class criminal, potentially. Not going to do that because that'd be dumb. But you get the point. Technology is an incredible thing. And still to this day, I'm still doing something which someone back in probably the 70s, 80s, possibly even earlier than that. So I know minis have been around for a long, long time. But I'm still doing something. Like I'm committing myself instead of diving into the world of the internet and online. I'm deciding to stay here. Now the question is, you can dive in, or you can stay out and do this. And this was an interesting point. I always found it quite interesting with the guys from Wargame Online, and I commend them so highly for what they've done so far. It's been an incredible year for them, and I wish them all the best of luck. And I could see what they wanted to do is they wanted more armies to show off on the channel, and I could see it clear as day, and it's like, right, okay, they want more armies. But the rate of content they were putting out, I came to the conclusion pretty rapidly. I was like, you guys are not going to get more armies. Like there's only a finite amount of time in the world. And hence why I get up silly early in the morning to paint, because there isn't much time. Time is, and as you get older, you just lose more and more of it more and more quickly. And hence why I offered my services to Phil to get his Gene Stealer cult done, because they I could see what was happening. All their efforts and energy were going into the channel, and I know how much it takes to get a channel working. And I could see pretty clearly. I was like, you guys are not going to get armies painted. Not if you want to keep your fans happy. That's the tricky part. Hence why I don't put out videos. So it's why I like doing this stuff, because it's a bit easier. I can paint and talk to you at the same time. Doing tutorials and stuff like that, I love doing it, but it's time, and that's the key point. It's time. Paint this colour like a dressing gown. Nice. There's more technology in your phone than there was in the first spaceship to land on the moon. Yes. Yes. That is more than likely very true. So, for example, I just double tap my phone and I'm on the internet and I can see what people are selling online. I never used to be able to do that, but I can now. It makes me wonder about the older generation, like my parents and their grandparents. What must they think of all of this? Like a lot of them must feel like they're getting left behind. I can pretty much guarantee that that's something that they're thinking. And I feel sorry for them to a degree. I mean, I think most of them, like my dad, is stubborn enough to go, nope, stupid computers. Oh, I'm never going to figure out a computer. Just give me a pen and paper any day, was his saying. And it always makes me wonder, going back to the original point, of can you be a hobbyist and be a YouTuber at the same time? Like, can you do what I'm doing right now? So, painting minis, and also have a YouTube channel where it is your business. Is it possible to do that? I don't know if that can actually be done. When you get to a stage where this hobby is your business, you're going to be focusing on trying to make it a better business, and how to make money. Will you be able to carry on painting? I don't know. Will you be able to model? Will you be able to sit down for 3-4 hours at a time and just work on the models you want to do? Will you be able to paint your army anymore? And that's the question. Are you able to do that? I don't know. I'm leaning towards the fact that you can't. I don't think it's actually possible. Like, one thing I've struggled with in 2017 was health versus hobby. Because I'm not as healthy as I should be, and I want to be healthier, and I have been healthier in the past. But now I'm putting on a bit of weight, and I'm not overly happy with it. But when do you find the time to exercise? And it's kind of the opposite with Spud. And now this is kind of interesting because we are conflicting. We are the polar opposites of each other at the present moment in time. I do hobby rather than anything else. He does exercise rather than hobby. So, can the two coexist? And For example, can you be a wargaming YouTube channel and also do your hobby? Or are you effectively doing someone else's hobby when you're a YouTube wargaming channel? It's an interesting thought. It's one I've been mulling over for a little while. I don't know the answer to it. I've never committed to doing it as a full-time job. Mainly because I don't think I push hard enough. I think I could potentially be more successful in YouTube. I think if I'd wrote out the starting of 30K army videos, I would be a lot more successful. But I would have had to delve into the whole doing a video a day sort of thing. Now, that came with its own health issues. I've mentioned on previous videos and stuff like that. So I bowed out of that because my health and my family were a much more important thing. And I may return to doing it one day. I keep on saying I want to, but I've not done it yet. And I thought this new book coming out would inspire me, but my friends have had a read through it and they've sort of gone, well, there's not really much difference, to be honest with you. There's not really a lot of things. So yeah, it hasn't given me the kick I wanted. And one of my friends said, "Oh, do you want to come to the Horus Heresy Weekender?" And I was like, not really sure, not really feeling it right now. I said I'm still looking for this kick to get me back into it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well this will definitely be a kick." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's a £200 kick which I have to fund, which I'm not not overly keen on doing that." So it's one of those things of I need a kickstart to get me back into it, but not one which I have to fork out a load of money for. So that's the hard point. And 8th edition gave me the kick to get back into 40K because of the rules, and it didn't cost me a bombshell to do it. So yeah, take from that what you will. Yeah, imagine the 1800s where it took a few months to send a letter, a few hundred miles. Yeah, the farm he dies between each letter. Jesus. Uh, Broken Minis. When I painted for a living, I could make £400 a week. Was soul destroying. Started to have every mini there was. I painted Space Marine shoulder trim for 3 days. Not good. Yeah, but that's it. It's your hobby versus your job, and I've kind of always wanted to keep the two separate. So, if you wanted to become a YouTuber in Hobbyland, do you is it signing your own death sentence for like the hobby itself? Like, is there going to be any kind of like, is it going to kill the hobby for you doing that? I don't know. Maybe I just think way too much about stuff, which is probably more the actual factor of what I talk about. But I find it quite interesting because I think a lot of people see it as a great way of not wanting to do their job anymore and doing something they love. But is it doing something you love when you're not doing what you love and you're doing what other people love and want you to do? It's not really the hobby or job that I want to do. What I want to do, and this is the brutal fact of this is the honesty which everyone should admit to. What I want to do is paint and do what I want and get paid as much money as I do now so that I don't have to go to work and deal with idiots. That's it. I've just summed up Everyone's dream. Or I want to be able to buy anything I want to. Again, bit of a pipe dream. I think you have to kind of win the lottery to pull that stuff off. But if I won the lottery, I probably would take on commission painting as a full-time gig just to like no, just to say that I had a business and I was working, but I probably wouldn't take on a lot of clients. I'd probably just go, yeah, I'm a commission painter. £300 this month, or something like that. Something stupid. Um, so yeah, that's what I do. Does it look like Matt and Dave are having wargame are having fun? It actually does, which is why I'm kind of. But do you see them all the time? It does look like they're having fun though, so they've got something right there. Now, were they having fun all the time? Probably not. I've seen a lot of videos where they're not having a good time and they're not happy. But that's probably just life. You have to have ups and you have to have downs. It's the only way to keep it balanced. But wow, here's a thought. Is actually on that train of thought is are you content when you get to that level where you have a team and everything is done like that? Are you content for everyone just to paint your minis for you? It might be because I'm very fond of painting that I think that would probably be a bad idea. But if you are, if you are fine with that, then yeah, it's probably great because you just get to play games. And yeah, I'm not going to sniff at that idea. That's pretty sound logic there. So it's just an interesting thought. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder how many hours they have to put in if they can do the same. Because this was always the thing: is if you're a YouTuber, do you put in more hours to get the same amount of money that you would do as a 9 to 5 job? Is it is your time less worthwhile? Um, and when I say that, I mean, would you be getting paid the same amount every hour as if you would if you were working a 9 to 5 job? Probably not. You're probably putting in more hours to get it working and get the same amount of money back. Question is, are you happy? I think that's just a question in life, really. Are you happy? It makes me wonder because a lot of times I question if I'm happy. And it's a very odd question to ask yourself. Am I happy? I'm happy with my family. Definitely happy with my family. Not particularly happy in my job. Should I do something about that? Nah. Should I? I don't know. Should I let it bother me? Or is it just a thing that, yeah, a lot of people don't like their job, but they just get on with it so they can spend time with their family. So they work to live and not live to work. So, yeah, oh, an interesting thought process. I got pretty deep there. So I'd say if anyone is wanting to start a YouTube channel, probably worthwhile watching this just to kind of get your. These are some of the questions you probably need to ask yourself: is do you want to do it? Are you content with the end goal being that you don't have to do that sort of thing anymore? Are you content with that you will not be a painter anymore? And granted, don't get me wrong, there's stuff like Patreon and everything like that, which throws a bit of a spanner into the works with all my thinking. But I guess we're all entertainers, so depends if they entertain you more than others. Do, 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 do. Look at Matt's vids from years ago, then watch him now. I can't remember the difference between what they were back then and what they are now. Uh, if I won the USA lottery, 400 million, I'm still going to pay my own millies. Yeah, I would. I definitely would. I win the lottery, I'm just going to be. Yeah, that's a cool thought, Syria. Uh, might even do that if I don't win the lottery. Well, the spanner on the whole Patreon thing, it's because obviously YouTube is not the only source of income. So you can adjust out and go to different things, and you might find that your money is derived mainly from Patreon rather than YouTube itself. So the thought process is a bit different. So with Patreons, you might just be generating stuff for them and do less stuff for the YouTube side of things. It was more of a thought process just primarily on YouTube. When you start adding stuff like Twitch, Patreon, just paying people for stuff, sponsorships and everything like that, things do get a little bit blurred, but it's it gives you a slightly different angle to tackle things from. But again, if you're happy, then there's no problem. Unless you're hurting people, then there is a problem. You need to sort that out and don't do that. But if you're not hurting anyone and you're happy, then all's good. Tell you what, this I'm listening to one of those hour-long mixes of most powerful music or whatever. And it's taken a very weird tone right now. A very, very weird tone. I think it's just stopped actually. It's gone quiet. Oh, I think I'm listening to something new. It's all like, ooh. So you can see this gigantic pile of rats is starting to build up. Um, now I say it looks gigantic because there's another pile which I've already painted all the red bits on over to my right, which you can't see. So that might not look like that many, but let me show you in a second. 2 seconds. I will get to it. Bear with me. But no, went down and then knocked the camera. Sorry about that. Have you seen Next Level Paintings? The Twitch stream looks like a video arcade. I haven't. No, I watched the stuff on YouTube. I kind of went off a bit with next level painting. I I think the mannerisms annoy me. Uh, don't get me wrong, he's a very good painter and he does some very good advice. But yeah, mannerisms don't click with me. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, uh, next level entertainment. Next level painting is more entertainment than painting. I think. I think that. Yeah, yeah. I don't really watch him anymore, to be fair. So I wouldn't really want to comment. Let other people do who enjoy it. Real says, I can't watch Twitch. I feel like I'm gonna have a seizure. Graham Rick, morning. Surreal. I can't get by the fact that Kenny is a human meme. Yeah. um, yeah. I'm not really gonna badmouth other YouTubers and whatever because it's not really cool, but it doesn't really click with me. That's just my opinion. I don't watch the channel because of it. That's that. Um, there's a lot of I saw that whole thing with Spiky Bits versus Arch Warhammer, and people using the term "triggered" a lot, which I found really entertaining. Oh, he's been triggered again. Oh, they've been triggered. Everyone's been triggered. Like, come on, just sort yourselves out. Was it over women in wargaming or something like that? You know, like the weird thing about the whole like getting women into wargaming. It's now as a general stereotype or generalization, women are not into wargaming for a couple of reasons. The main reason is I don't think they have the testosterone to kill things. it's not it's not as fluently running around their system as it is in men. Now we dress it up and we make it look smart and we make it seem intellectual that we're becoming strategists and stuff like that. Yeah, fine. We still want to kill stuff. That's it. You just want to kill things. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure women have that as well. I'm not, as I said, it was a generalization, but I've tried getting my missus into it, and she's much more keen on playing puzzle games. Much more keen. Something to do with puzzle, fixing something, repairing something, making something look beautiful. And don't, I'm sure there are a lot more women painters than there are players. Because I can see a lot of women painting, but a lot of women playing, it's not so much in the nature. And as I said, it's a generalization, so you can chew my head off as much as you want. Don't mind. Just is a generalization. But men, we like to kill stuff. We like to damage things. We like to break things or assert our testosterone or release it. And granted, you could take that any which way you want, and I'm hoping people do because it's quite funny. But yeah, I don't push something on people who don't want to be involved. And like this goes for all things. Like I'm not religious, and I've said that openly. I'm just not. It's not me. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. I don't mind. If you want to believe that, that's fine. Good on you. You believe in something. Cool. But if you start screaming at me, saying that I'm a sinner, I'm going to go to hell, and I'm a bad person, well, that's when we have some problems. That's when things might start to happen. um, Oh yeah, sorry. No, Surreal is completely right here. It wasn't to do with female war games at all. That was a massive wrong tangent. It was to do with having a list of bad gamers, cheaters, thieves, and crybabies. Ah, yeah. Now I remember listening to this because Arch pointed out. He said they should have a list on people that they possibly think might do this, or something. Something to that effect, of those words. So it's basically like we're going to victimize you before you've even done something. It was like, whoa, that's a bit crazy. Kind of Nazi-ish regime thinking there. It's like, oh, you're a bad person because you're a Jew. Like, whoa, that's not cool. So, yes, sorry, Surreal, you're absolutely correct. Um, yes, it was not to do with females and wargamers, although I think that was floating around at the same time. So that was that's where I was getting mixed up with that. Um, and ban the repeat offenders in the tournaments. Now, yeah, I can. If people are repeatedly doing that, then that's fine. I think it was the case that they said they were going to try and ban people before they've even done something. So, whether or not it was taken in the right context, and I think that's the general problem. It may not have been taken in the right context. Oh, now Neeb's game has come on my headset. Bear with me. Uh, have we got a? Let's have that one. Oh, that's happy music. uh, Women don't game. Have you seen the bathroom? Yeah, Michael FLGS. um, they have bathrooms. Oh dear. So yes. See that whole YouTubers versus YouTubers thing is generally quite entertaining. Um, because I've seen a variation of that kind of logic, just not with that many subscribers involved. And I was involved in it, and but it wasn't clearly pointed out. It wasn't done as a direct attack. Um, so I think after you've been through it the once, you're kind of like, yeah, this is dumb. Why? These are all just opinions. People should have this opinion, should have this opinion. I applaud Games Workshop for not getting involved in it because they've just stayed out of it. And that's the thing, is that everyone's sort of calling for them to do something, and they just go, nope, we're not getting involved in this. Which is really good. Really like that. Let's see if we can move this around a bit so you can see what's going on. I'm knocking stuff over left, right, and centre here. Bit better? Yeah. Broken Minute's got to go. See you later. Jay. Yeah, so I think everyone, to be honest, you just needs to chill out. enjoy the hobby for what it is. We're all playing toy soldiers. If women want to get involved, let's welcome them in. Let's do what we can to help them out. But it is what it is. And yeah, I don't think women really want to deal with the complexity and the testosterone level on a lot of things. And either that or they're not into Warhammer. That's it. Maybe they're more into other games. Like I see a lot more people into Malifaux and War Machine. Sorry, a lot more Wargamer girls or ladies. So maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just Warhammer is not an appealing thing to women. Whereas stuff like War Machine, although I did try and teach my Mrs. War Machine, didn't go down well. Did not go down well. Though I do want to try and teach a Shadespire, because I think that would work. Right. Okay. I think that's enough ranting and waffling on about weird random stuff for one day. So I'm probably going to call it there, gents. And ladies, if you're watching this later on, I haven't seen any ladies pop up in the chat unless you are a lady. I don't realize you're a lady, in which case I apologize because we're all PC correct in this one. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it'll be around soon, maybe before the end of the year, maybe one tomorrow. I'm not sure on that one. But I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's. Hopefully 2018 will bring you great things. And more than likely, you will see the Chilling Wargamers pop up relatively soon after the new year starts, and we'll have some more fun games for you. So, till next time, everybody, have a great New Year's, and I'll see you in 2018, if not before. See you in a bit. Bye bye.